Hello loves, and welcome to this week's reading for Cancer. This is going to be for the last week of May, and I definitely recommend watching these for your rising and your sun sign since they are general readings. That way you can kind of take what resonates and leave what doesn't for you. As always, if you enjoy my channel, be sure to hit that like button, comment below, share, subscribe. All of that is greatly appreciated. Let's get right into it for our Cancer. Let's see what guidance and messages Spirit has for Cancer for the week ahead. What does our Cancer need to know? What a terrible shuffle. Does ever just happen to you? You just go to shuffle things and it just doesn't work. It's like, nah. All right, we're gonna do one more for Cancer. Oh, that was very nice. All right, baby Cancer, what we got going on? We have 5 wisdom. All right, I'm gonna pull a couple. We got a helicopter on board. 1, love begins. Heavy hitter this week already. I love that. 2, intuition. And I'm gonna do one more. 1, passion ignited. All right, Cancer, I feel like you're coming out of this period of feeling limited, feeling like, you know, you were kind of embodying this lower vibration. And I hate to even say that, it sounds so like tacky, but you weren't really tuning into your highest self, right? Maybe there were some self-limiting beliefs that you've had, some old stories that you were hanging on to that people have put in your head, people have judged you, people have criticized you. And you really have so much to offer. I feel like you have such good intentions and you really just want this like lovey-dovey, amazing connections with other people. You just really want to nurture other people and have them nurture you. And I feel like that's where, I don't want to say the problem started, but you know, that was coming out of this place of need before, where you're like, I need this love from other people. I just want to feel good. I'll make them feel good. They'll make me feel good instead of you doing it, right? So having other people try to fulfill that is why we kind of got in this situation where we maybe weren't always attracting the best people, or people took advantage of that kindness, okay? Because I think people get stuck sometimes and think, oh, what did I do to attract these sort of toxic dynamics or toxic relationships? But somebody who is acting wild like that and looking to make your life a personal hell and project their shit all over you, they're not picky about who it is. They're not like, I'm going to specifically seek you. They're just looking to attach to anybody, all right? So don't beat yourself up about that anymore. You have good intentions in that regard, and it's just not necessary to really like continue to create a story about it. I mean, you can, but it's not really going to get you anywhere. Just, there has to be some sort of acceptance around people are just going to act how they're going to act, whether it's good or bad, and you cannot change it and you cannot love it out of them, okay, Cancer? So the 5 wisdom card is going through something that you eventually will help other people with. Is, you know, the issues that you've had in terms of maybe like codependency, or like I said, looking for someone else to kind of fill your cup instead of you loving yourself unconditionally. That's something you're going to help other people see and understand. And I see that just in like your everyday life. So it's not something that's going to be incredibly obvious to you, but it is going to be very impactful. I do want to emphasize that. So you're not going to realize it till, you know, someone one day is just like, how you perceive this is something I hear in my head, or the things that you went through are so inspiring. It really helps me, you know, to look forward and know that I'm going to heal and get through this. And it's beautiful. I love it. Love begins. It's kind of exactly what I'm talking about. So people just outpouring their appreciation toward you, and how you have kind of stuck to your guns, and you're going to stand up for yourself and fill your own cup, right? So love begins is, to me, usually this connection to self, this outpouring of love that you have to yourself. So the love that you've given to others that maybe they've mistreated or taken for granted, you're going to pour right back into yourself. It's going to be very, very, very important for you moving forward and more fulfilling. And then 2, intuition. So being really honest with yourself about if everybody in your circle is to be fully trusted, right? Are there things that you've maybe settled for that are not in your best interest, or you're almost like not telling people the full story because you aren't very happy with the full story of what you've put up with someone. I am hearing that you've maybe had this toxic relationship in the past or the very near past, maybe ending that phase right now. So, maybe you're not fully proud of what you put up with and what you dealt with, but I'm telling you, like with this Love Begins card, people are not as judgmental about it as you are about it to yourself. So just remind yourself that everybody is just trying to really do the best that they can. I genuinely believe that. And the people that love you and are meant for you are not going to throw shade at you for being human and being in your humanness and messing up and making a mistake, especially if you're willing to change or take accountability and improve your situation. I mean, who wouldn't be excited about that, right? So once you can begin to reclaim your energy from people who have formerly, drained it or taken advantage of it, you will get this like surge of energy, this surge of excitement, fuel to kind of come up with new creative ideas and just this overall passion for life, which I'm loving. I'm going to pull a couple more for you, Cancer. We have 6, victory and success. Amazing card. Moving through this chapter, through this hurdle. 8, positive movement forward. Beautiful cards. So, this is like a great spread. You're closing that door, you're moving away from that, and you're feeling, just rejuvenated, like I said, about these boundaries. I feel really inclined to pull another one. Okay, 7, deception and envy. So if you're in this phase right now where you're kind of thinking, maybe I've been too lenient with someone, maybe, like I was saying, if you feel that you can't express to the people around you what's going on with this person because you're almost ashamed or embarrassed or feel that you've put up with too much, this is like the exact person I want you to be wary of right now. There's a reason you feel that way, okay? There's a reason. Your standards are changing. Your self-love is improving. You're not going to be tolerating as much shit, for lack of better words. So don't disregard that, because you have this like great, beautiful future moving forward, and you don't want to be depleting your energy with people who they just don't have your best interest in mind, Cancer. So try to be really, really mindful of that moving forward, especially with the deception and envy coming up. I'm like, nasty. But, it doesn't have to be forever. That's definitely something you can move away from. And like I said, your self-love and working on your self-worth is what is the most important part of it, right? Because we can end relationships, but if we're not working on our self-love and how we feel about ourselves, we might attract some crap like that again, right? So really working on yourself and not accepting anything less than the absolute best. I love it. All right, Cancer, I hope that helps you for the week ahead. And as always, if you enjoy my readings, be sure to hit that like button, comment below, share, subscribe, all that jazz. And check out my description box. I do have a little info in there about other things that I offer. If not, I will see you next week. Take care.